Do you ever worry about your business performance? What if I told you that you could cut costs, improve performance, and increase productivity in just 4 months? And it doesn't matter what business you're in or what your team does or what industry you're in. Well, stop wasting money on high-priced tools and consulting fees when what's really keeping you from becoming a high-performing organization and dominating your competition is a lack of an effective turnkey business model, failure to adopt best practices, ineffective performance metrics, choosing the wrong business intelligence tools, and the fact that you have nobody to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do to run a high-performing business. So if you're looking to transform your business, you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to share with you the secrets of high-performing organizations. Imagine how productive your organization would be if your employees, your systems, your processes, and your programs operated with synergy and one goal in mind, and that's achieving peak performance and reaching goals faster. If you're unhappy with your organization's performance, or you feel like you don't know enough about what drives your business, then keep listening, because I'm going to share with you an important message. You see, there are secrets that high-performing organizations know that place them way ahead of their competition. And in order to get ahead of your competition, you must have an edge. Imagine turbocharging your organization's performance and cutting costs at the same time. See, I've helped organizations yield performance improvements of 300% and greater in as little as 3 months implementing these secrets that I'm going to share with you. Hi, my name is Victor Holman, and I'm very excited to tell you that you too can run a high-performing business in much less time than you ever imagined. How would you like to be able to quantify your organization's performance at every level? Just imagine if you knew exactly where your weaknesses and cost-saving opportunities were, and even better, what step-by-step processes you needed to implement to turbocharge your organization's performance. I've taken the best practices and processes that have made my clients successful, and I've integrated them into a system that any business can implement within 120 days. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the Performance Mastery System. It's the most complete business performance management solution ever developed, and it's loaded with success strategies that cut costs, improve performance, and increase productivity. And like I said, it's designed to help you get your organization in check in 120 days. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've worked for top international consulting firms. I've been the performance management expert in each of these organizations. I've spoken internationally. And the questions that my colleagues and clients always seem to ask me are the same questions. How do I align performance with organizational goals and objectives? How do I get people, processes, and systems to perform at a high level? How do I know if I'm measuring the right things? And one thing I always get is, what do I do after results have been achieved and momentum begins to shift downward again? These questions caused me to do a little research. So after interviewing several hundred business owners and business managers and CEOs, I identified 35 best practices and 48 key processes that drive organizational performance. I developed a feasibility analysis system that determines which of these best practices have the greatest impact on your unique organizational needs. I developed an interactive adaptive performance roadmap which highlights your critical path to success. I developed an online tool to gather information regarding your organizational processes so it can assess your performance strengths, your weaknesses, and opportunities for immediate improvements. And I developed all of the tools, templates, plans, and training necessary to ensure that your performance initiative goes smoothly from start to finish. You'll literally watch your business soar beyond its greatest goals once these simple best practices are applied and the obstacles are removed. And the concept is simple. If it works for these successful organizations, it'll work for yours. But here's the deal. You don't have 6 months. You don't have a year. You don't have longer to learn this, because these times are competitive. Money is tight. The economy is bad. And the business failure rate has jumped 9.5% in the last year. So to continue to grow and increase productivity, you need a competitive edge. Performance management is a complex process that affects every aspect of your organization. You have to manage your employees. You have to manage your teams, your processes, your systems, your programs, your products, your services. And that can be an overwhelming task and take years to fully understand. In fact, fewer than 50% of executives are happy with their understanding of what drives cost and profit and value. The Performance Mastery System is a turnkey system that will change the way you look at performance management. It evaluates your organization's performance strengths, your cost savings opportunities, and areas for immediate and long-term improvements. I provide an online dynamic assessment tool that adjusts as your organization moves closer towards its performance goals. My feasibility analysis identifies which best practices have the greatest impact on your organization, and I outline 280 processes that drive performance. But not only that, I show you exactly how to implement those 35 critical best practices. I share with you a simple proven performance model that addresses the essential components of performance management. I deliver a custom step-by-step performance roadmap which literally walks you through each phase of the lifecycle performance framework. I provide an illustrative strategic map of your organization's unique critical path for reaching performance goals in the shortest amount of time. I analyze the value and effectiveness of the performance metrics that you currently have in place. And I give you all of this immediately following your investment. So all you have to do is take an in-depth survey which your management will easily be able to complete, and within days you can be using these secret advanced performance management strategies to transform the effectiveness of your organization. Now I want to share with you what got me into developing this performance mastery system. You see, I've managed large-scale performance initiatives where teams of consultants come in, they implement a solution for over a year, a contract or longer, and then they negotiate a follow-up contract, and then you do it all over again. But at the end of these successful implementations, I've always asked the question, how could we have done this faster? And what if we eliminated the obstacles that bring performance initiatives to a halt in the first place? You see, here's a nasty little secret the consultants don't want you to know about. It's their job to build projects over long periods of time and to renew them. It is my goal to deliver those same solutions to you in a fraction of the time while leveraging your existing resources so you no longer have to rely on a consulting team to help you improve your performance. So what does that mean to you? That means serious cost savings. It took me 8 years to develop a system that tackles all of these obstacles and drives performance success. My passion is performance management. I've been managing performance projects for the last 12 years, mostly long-term projects over 1 year or longer. The greatest satisfaction for me is the gratitude I get when organizations realize the significant performance gains and cost savings that I've helped them with. It has become my goal to share this experience with as many organizations as possible. But to make this happen for myself and for businesses like yours, I knew that processes and best practices had to be documented. An effective and easy to follow framework needed to be created, and extensive research on the major and minor hurdles that cripple performance initiatives needed to be documented. Most important, I needed to address the questions that I'm asked every day by people like yourselves, the owners, the business managers, and the consultants. If you have engaged in a performance initiative, you probably have come across one of these common obstacles that significantly diminished your performance capabilities. Whether it was your lack of framework, whether it was your inability to adopt best practices, whether you weren't using the right measurements, or if you didn't have buy-in from your stakeholders, maybe you had poor planning or a poor performance plan, or maybe you just simply were using the wrong tools. And there could be other reasons. But I came to the realization that practically all businesses needed a turnkey, simple, and effective system to walk them through the entire process and eliminate those performance obstacles once and for all. Simply buying tools and outsourcing services were not giving executive management the insight that they needed to drive decision making. The result of my research was a product that addresses all of these issues. The secret formula that high-performing organizations know that 99% of other organizations don't are delivered in the Performance Mastery System. Now let me just give you an idea of some of the invaluable techniques and concepts that you're going to learn with this system. You're going to find out the 4 things you must absolutely positively do before you even begin to think about your performance initiative. You're going to learn the 6 reasons why performance management initiatives fail and make sure that you never make any of these mistakes again. You're going to learn the 4 critical areas of performance alignment. You're going to learn how to eliminate the question, now what, and what's the next step with this customized, adaptable roadmap. You're going to discover the framework for approaching performance throughout your entire organization so you get synergy. You're going to find out that performance management is not complex when you apply this simple information sharing and collaboration technique. You're going to learn the 6 steps that will lay the foundation for your strategic alignment. You're going to find out the 10 characteristics of KPIs. You're going to learn 6 methods that are going to gain stakeholder acceptance and put your employees into a peak performance mindset. You're going to learn the 35 best practices and how they're going to transform your business. You're going to develop a powerful, effective performance metric system that drives organizational success. You're going to find out which critical step must be broken before your organization can establish high performance synergy. You're going to learn how to identify and measure the key processes that define your organization's success. You're going to learn how to align individuals, teams, departments, divisions, and management performance to organizational objectives. You're going to learn how to develop simple, unique measurements that go beyond industry standards. You're going to find out 7 functions that are going to align your workforce to corporate strategy and objectives. You're going to learn common financial metrics. You're going to learn how to avoid common pitfalls in aligning performance to organization. And it goes on and on. I can tell you over 100 things that you're going to learn, but these powerful solutions work. So as you can see, I've held nothing back. It's all here. All of my years of researching and applying the very best techniques that will make your organization soar to the next level, guaranteed. There's no other solution like it. Now let me ask you a question. Is your investment in business intelligence truly paying off? See, according to market research, the impact of inadequate intelligence on the business alone, on average, can cost you $478,000 a year. What if you could maximize your return on investment on your current and future business intelligence tools? Do not, I repeat, do not spend another dime on business intelligence tools until you've applied the critical principles outlined in this system. You see, we've become an economy so dependent on technology that we sometimes fail to implement the organizational processes that are the foundation of performance success. Instead, we buy these tools, hoping they'll go and take away our pains, and we often end up with a tool that is underutilized and requires an expert and continuous support costs. Just more pain for us. This is what business intelligence manufacturers don't want you to know. The less you know about your organizational processes, the less effective these tools are. You see, most of these business intelligence companies don't know how to prepare your organization so that these tools are utilized properly. See, this is where my lifecycle performance management solution comes in. I show you exactly what you must consider when choosing each type of business intelligence tool. You better learn this before you invest another dollar on products and services. Now remember, this solution is perfect for just about everybody. It's a perfect solution for small business owners who are looking to establish better internal processes. It's perfect for mid-sized businesses who are looking to measure and streamline their processes and leverage their current resources. It's perfect for large businesses that are looking to find out how their performance is across the entire enterprise. It's perfect for performance management teams that are looking for the secrets that drive organization performance. It's good for organizations that just simply value performance, but just need a solution that walks them through the process. It's perfect for managers that are tired of spending money on business intelligence solutions that don't deliver return on investment. It's perfect for managers that want to see a holistic view of their performance strengths and their weaknesses. It's perfect for government agencies that are interested in improving contract performance. And it's just perfect for any organization that's interested in increasing their productivity. So no matter what industry you're in, no matter what size your business in, this solution is going to work for you. And these strategies are 21st century. They're new techniques that haven't been shared before. It's a different approach to managing organizational performance. See, most companies have some form of performance management processes in place. You probably have baselined your current performance. You've probably applied a set of performance metrics. You've probably identified goals and created a plan to reach those goals. But where most companies fail are in the intangibles, such as gaining employee acceptance and buy-in, or aligning performance to organizational objectives, or choosing the right business intelligence tools. It's these intangibles that can bring your performance initiative to a halt. I've spent the last 10 years identifying and documenting what these intangibles are, and the solution that I provide identifies 48 of them. And if just one of these 48 intangible processes are being neglected, your business is in serious jeopardy of not performing at its highest. Just think, If you simply address these intangible processes while implementing your existing performance solution, you could literally guarantee a successful performance initiative. It doesn't matter what your business is, what product or services you provide, or what industry. If you don't implement these secrets that I'm about to share with you, you are only scratching the surface of understanding your true performance capabilities. See, metrics are just the beginning. Metrics quantify high performance, but it's the best practices and the key processes that I share with you that actually get your business to the next level. You've probably heard the saying, what gets measured gets done. Well, that's true. But equally true is how it's measured determines how well it gets done. You can use all the industry standard metrics you can find, but if your internal processes aren't in place to educate and motivate those being measured, or in different departments are executing the same functions differently, the systems you have in place will not drive peak performance. The Performance Mastery System evaluates your approach to performance management and measures how well you utilize performance management best practices throughout your entire organization. Are you beginning to see that there's a different, better way to maybe approaching performance management than you've been accustomed to? Can you see how a lack of a common, effective approach to performance management across your entire organization is limiting your potential? See, this system is going to enable you to develop performance measures that drive decision making. It's going to help you align projects and activities with overall strategic goals. It's going to help you transform your employees into high performers and ensure team effectiveness. It's going to help you identify your mission and your critical processes and improve those that limit your organization's performance. It's going to show you just how to research and evaluate business intelligence tools so you don't get one that's not perfect for your organization. And it's going to help you get the best performance out of your organization and to reach those organizational objectives. Now, one of the major things the system does is it enhances decision making with quantitative scoring systems. This innovative system helps you plan your performance initiative very easily. I remove all of the grueling analysis and the difficult decision making with my performance index, my feasibility analysis, and my impact value scoring systems. This helps you make the right decisions, and it makes it very simple, as easy as connecting the dots. It used to be that performance management was just simply managed in one department. But now it's found its way across the entire organization, with just about every division focusing on performance management to some degree. Yet for some reason, enterprise-wide performance initiatives are still not the norm. Instead, every division has their own way of measuring performance, which causes greater complexities, it eliminates collaboration, and it limits your decision-making capabilities. I share with you techniques for getting your entire organization to approach performance management the same way, so that you can change the culture of how your organization views performance management. This is the only way to truly be successful. Wouldn't your job be much easier if your strongest departments shared their processes and knowledge throughout your organization? See, there are departments within your organization that manage areas of performance better than others. The premise of the organizational performance and best practice analysis tool is to measure all the critical performance management processes and then to find out which areas within your organization manage them the best, and then to take those processes, to streamline those processes throughout the organization so that the areas of your organization that don't manage performance well can now have a streamlined, effective process for managing performance. Your performance is only as good as the system that you have in place. See, I'm not selling a tool. I'm offering a process and a system for your organization's ability to perform at the highest levels possible. And I'm doing this at a fraction of the cost of hiring a team of consultants or implementing another ineffective business intelligence tool. So here's what you won't have to do when you get this system. You won't have to spend money on lengthy contracts and costly billable rates. You won't have to suffer the mistakes that most companies make. You won't have to reinvent the wheel. You won't have to wait a long time to see results. See, the truth is, a great performance program is what makes businesses stand out from their competition. A great performance program is essential to building a great business, and a great business is essential to surviving this competitive market and economy. With a minimal investment and a willingness to approach the performance management in a different way, I can help you implement enormous improvements in a matter of weeks. That's right, weeks. Utilizing my unique performance scoring indexes and feasibility analysis, I can identify the performance areas and best practices that will completely transform your business into a high-performing synergy of people, processes, and systems. I can help you identify the quick wins and the low-hanging fruit to ensure that your initiative starts out with a bang. So how much is all this going to cost? How much does it cost to catapult your performance to the next level? Well, it's only a small investment. This heavily discounted recession buster price is the equivalent of sending one employee to a half day of training. That's it, and you receive everything that I mentioned above, including the comprehensive online organizational performance and best practices analysis tool. Now I'm going to give you several bonuses if you purchase this system. I'm going to give you the 120-day performance plan, a step-by-step guide to implementing a world-class performance management solution. And this tool is invaluable. It's designed to walk you through the phases of the Lifecycle Performance Framework and to help you apply the secrets of high-performing organization. I'm also going to give you some performance management seminars. And these are going to help you evaluate and choose the right business intelligence tools. They're going to help you plan and implement an effective service level agreement. They're going to help you align performance with your organizational strategy and objectives. They're going to help you break down the functional thinking within your organization. They're going to help you create baselines that establish goals and standards. They're going to show you how to ensure performance success through the continuous improvement model that I share with you. It's going to show you how to identify key processes. It's going to show you how to develop simple, unique metrics to go beyond industry standards. And it's going to show you new techniques for measuring and reporting customer satisfaction. But that's not all. I'm also going to give you another bonus. I'm going to give you my performance management template pack. Now, these 37 templates and checklists walk you through each phase of the Lifecycle Performance Framework. And next, I'm going to give you my performance metrics KPI repository. Now, this is over 600 key performance metrics and performance indicators across various industries and across various functions within your organization. You're going to learn financial measures. You're going to learn IT performance metrics, project management metrics, HR metrics, communication metrics, the key metrics that your business is going to need in order to understand how you're operating and to improve. I'm going to share with you my Business Intelligence Tools Guide. Now, this is simply a tool that shows you exactly how to measure the capabilities and the functions and the pros and cons for each type of business intelligence tool that you can possibly get. I also give you a recommendations guide, which literally shows you the most popular business intelligence tools that are out on the market today, and I give you a rating of my personal review that shows you exactly what you're going to get with these tools and what type of business that you should have in order to utilize these tools properly. I'm also going to give you my Lifecycle Performance Management Methodologies Guide, and this gives you 54 illustrated lifecycle performance management methodologies. These are step-by-step methodologies. They're going to help you see the clear picture, the overall picture in your enterprise and performance management. I'm also going to give you my Lifecycle Performance Management Fundamentals Guide. This reference is full of concepts and methodologies that shape lifecycle performance management. I'm going to give you the 120-day performance challenge. Now, I should mention this earlier because this is an incredible tool. This online tool literally walks you through each step of performance management through daily activities and tutorials, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do each day in order to implement and improve and transform your organization in 120 days. And I'm going to give you much, much more. In fact, I'm going to give you $1,829 worth of bonuses. And there's no risk to you. My solution either delivers on everything I've told you about in this message, or it's yours to keep for free. I take out all the risk. I have seen these techniques and concepts work. I know that there is not a solution out there that compares to the detailed analysis, the valuable information, the original frameworks and methodologies that my solution incorporates. This solution is packed full of ideas you can immediately put to use and pay back your investment immediately. I am very confident that you'll be very satisfied. My reputation is on the line. So take 30 days to look over all this information. Test drive it. Give it a try. Apply my recommendations using the supplemental tools and guides I provide. Do it all. Then, if you decide it doesn't deliver on everything I promised, if you see your organization's performance is not in a clearer picture, if you don't immediately see how applying these processes outlined in my recommendations, my performance management guide, my methodologies, and my video seminars are going to transform your organization's performance, or if you simply feel like your organization will benefit more by utilizing high-priced consultants, and then simply all you have to do is return the packet with a constructive explanation of how this product failed to deliver or could have been better, and I will give you a full refund. No questions asked. The only thing standing between your business and unlimited performance potential is taking action and implementing what you learn immediately. So what are you waiting for? Get started today. This heavy discount and generous bonus will only be part of this offer for a limited time. Your business will never be the same. I guarantee it.